Hello guys, what's up, the Dalek Catcher service? It's been a while since we've done one of these more formal videos. I have a new setup, as you can see. It might be a temporary one. We will see. And today we are reviewing the new Jungles and Mechanus set. It is a character options online exclusive set. And overall, it's just me talking about the figures and their quality and whether or not it's a good purchase for you or not. Now, obviously, they are pretty desirable, as these are, even though they labelled it as the Jungles of Mechanus set, they are basically anyone who doesn't read the box will mistake them for movie Daleks, because that's what they were. Because on the box, it quite rightly gives us a mini brief history of these props were made and specifically used for the production of the first Peter Cushing Dalek movie. And when they didn't have any, and when it came to the filming day for the jungle scene in the chase, they didn't have spare, they used spare props, and these two were just lying around, so they used these ones instead, or they booked them out, or I don't exactly know about the props, because trust me, I love the production of Doctor Who and all, but I am not a professional in that sector, so we will not be discussing that here. What we will be discussing is the actual action figures themselves, and just reviewing them in general, like a review should be. So anyway, two Daleks, basically the same. Maybe this is just me, but I have noticed that this Dalek here, as you can see on the left, has got a shinier dome. This dome is very smooth and very a deep saturated blue, while this one, maybe you can't really see on camera, but is very much a lot more of a lighter blue, and I think it's made from a different, less glossier material. I don't know if this is something to do with the props or not, but I just find that interesting enough for me to point it out. So, yeah. Reviewing the figures, to be honest, they're beautiful, honestly. I mean, the 60s Dalek designs, especially the movie ones, in my opinion, are beautiful looking. They're so retro and cool. And if you know me personally, I love retro sci-fi. That's my jam. 50s, 60s sci-fi perfection. So, of course, I was naturally going to like these designs. And, my God, did they not disappoint? It captures perfectly, as you can see, the general design of the Peter Cushing movie Dalek. Like, I can imagine that no one will actually be using these from their respected serial and actually just use them as movie Daleks, which is fair enough, because that's literally what they are. Not complaining though. Accurate to the actual real life ongoing productions at the BBC behind the scenes, and when they used the Dalek props. Yeah. So, all the legal guff and whatnot is all on the bottom, which I point this out because you'll be surprised how much character has buggered this up in more recent years, especially on their 3% and 5-inch figures. Many of their legal guff is actually in very visible areas, which, you know, I don't appreciate, so I'm happy that's on the bottom. Also, my God, do these bases look beautiful. Like, they're all the same colour wheels and everything. I mean, I like that. It probably wasn't intentional, but it's aesthetically pleasing. You know, now, Articulation, as you can imagine, are pretty much the same as any normal Dalek. Their eye stalks can go up and down. Their heads can do a full 360 degree spin. Their plunger and laser can swivel around freely. Literally, if you've owned a Dalek figure before, it's proportions, and yeah, it is basically the same articulation as always. As you can tell, I'm not a good reviewer. I just simply like talking about Daleks. I'm currently on Dalek, so I naturally like to talk about them because Daleks are awesome. Now, scaling time. Let's compare it to a paradigm Dalek. The paradigm Daleks absolutely tower over these new Daleks. But do you know who doesn't tower over them? Oopsie daisy. These guys, the Scarwo Daleks and the Time War Dalek. No, what am I talking about? The Time War Dalek. Sorry about that. I knocked something off my shelf, and I didn't mean to do that. Here is this guy. It was the Dalek set hybrid figure. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. Apologies to the action figure. So yeah, anyway. Yeah. Yep. That's all, folks. Enjoy life. Try to keep socially distanced. Wear a mask. I know the government is shittily forcing us back to schools, despite the fact of a mass pandemic, and is sweeping the nation and is actually more deadly than ever before, and more, well, at the very least more widespread. But you know what? If life gives you lemons, you squeeze them back into life's eyes.